everyone, and welcome to Into Enlightenment with me, Nancy. This is a tarot reading for the month of August 2023 for our air signs, which are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And so let's get started. I'll just do a quick little smudge. Here we go, and we smudge you a little bit, and we smudge here, and the cards get a little, need a little bit more smudge. A little smudge there, and a little there, and me. Alright, got that going. Got a little fire going there. Alright, so let's get started with your read. I hope you had a good full moon. And see what we got for Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. All right, let's get this rolling. Ooh, oh, pretty. Oh, no wonder. Wow. All right, let's see what we have for us air people. Okay, so we have red-crowned crane. It's beautiful. It's like a woman with a crane on the top of her head, the moon in the back. It's beautiful. And then we have the peacock. Look at that, it's beautiful. And then a lot of air birds so far. Oh, and then we have the peregrine falcon. It's beautiful. Look at that. It's flying. It's like his beak is touching an Egyptian goddess. I'm just looking at all the elements around it. It's really pretty. And then we have, ooh, tarantula. Look at that. She's got like all in a web and touching the tarantula. And it's really cool. Alright, so let's get started with our read. So, this card is about, looking at it, it's flying. This person's in the air. The crane is flying in flight. We have the moon behind, and the moon is prevalent, so, and there's stars in the universe here. So what I'm getting from this is that loyalty is very important. loyalty is important. You know, the red-crowned crane is actually on top of her crown, and it's almost like flying and taking her with her, and I have to pull more cards on that one because I keep getting loyalty and something hidden. So we have the peacock, right? This is beautiful. Look at that. To me, that's prosperity. I see that and I say prosperity. So I want to say that it's a bird. Again, another bird for us air signs. We have 3 right in a row. So and this prosperity is ordained again around the head, just like with the crane on top of the lady's head. So this to me has to be like there's almost like you're struggling with loyalty in the mind and hidden things, like you have maybe not have moved on from some hurts, or that you are feeling that somebody has been are loyal friends to you, because the peacock in prosperity is like things are great. So and the third eye is smudged to show me that, you know, it's about setting your vision for what you would like for your prosperity, because it's there for you. It's there for you. So find a plan that you want in your life for this month. And then we also have this peregrine falcon, which is, oh my God. And this goddess is touching the peregrine falcon like on the beak. And it's lit up like right on the third eye. So I'm thinking people are going to start waking up more, becoming more intuitive, because it's third eye here, third eye touching here through the goddess, and it's about observation. It's about observing things in yourself, in your life, and they all have to do with the head. One can't wait for clarifications with that. And then we have the tarantula, and this is all about connection. This is about connection. Look at that. She is like connected. If you think of air signs and like antennas, and you know, we're connected. This is about being connected. I want to say to the earth, being grounded, being connected, but I'm not sure what the spiders actually mean on tarantulas. And she's not afraid. She's a part of this tarantula. She's connected to it. She's connected. There's a connection to the earth, the elements. Let's get some clarification for us air signs. Get some clarification. So my Reiki 2 students got their certification yesterday. I have a 4-week class, and they are set to be awesome practitioners, and I'll be setting up a Reiki Share support group once a month for all Reiki practitioners, 1, 2, 3, and Masters. So we can all grow and help each other and support each other and give Reiki to our community with love in our hearts. And yeah, it's just really good. It's all coming to me now. Ooh, this is great. Alright, so with the loyalty, I knew that. I knew it. It had to be like suspicions and worrying about people being loyal to you and no backstabbers, because the clarification was a Kenyoku, which is removing negative energy. And I have this light here, so I have to keep turning towards the light to see it. So if you think I'm being weird, I'm just looking at the card. Yeah, removing negative energy, Kenyoku. Kenyoku. So that's what this is about. So working on removing some, this is negative energy, so I'm going to say some thought patterns that would say, you can't do that, or I can't trust this person because I know they're going to hurt me at some point. Everybody has. I've had friends that slept with my boyfriends. I've had best friends that slept with my husband, or vice versa. Husband slept with my best friends. It can go either way. I've had people I've lent money to. They don't give it back. I've gone over and worked harder for work and I don't get appreciated. This is about clearing negative energy in that thought pattern, right? Because the next card, when I was talking about the third eye being really prominent, it's got a red dot right there. The peacock, and it's about prosperity. This is about change, and it's a Sashikairu Ishiki. It means change in consciousness. And so that's what it's saying. It's like the prosperity that you're receiving is in changing your thought pattern, maybe getting more aware, maybe being more conscious of your actions and your thoughts this month. That's really good. And then, of course, the peregrine falcon, where the goddess is touching right there on the third eye. It's vibrant. And then the card underneath that is Mokuso, meditation. And so this is what it's saying about, you know, to be mindful and observe yourself and maybe try to have some quiet time and go within, you know. So far for this month, it's great. And then for the tarantula and being connection. We've got energy Akyusu-shenji, which means energy exchange. And there are two people holding their hands on their hearts and touching each other's hearts, right? And that's the connection to people, connection to our hearts, energy exchange, right? Meditation, change of consciousness, and remove some negative thought patterns. So let's do clarifiers for that with the tarot. This is pretty good for the month of August for us air signs, right? Give it a good shuffle because I pulled a lot of these. All right, one more shuffle. And a nice cut. I'm going to pull clarifiers for all of these. And that was a really good shuffle. And then, too many. All right, one more shuffle and then I'll cut them. I swear, sometimes this takes the longest doing all this shuffling, but you want, you know, what the cards are. Oh, wowza. These look so good. Spread a little love. Have a little dance. Get down tonight. So I was just thinking, you know, about the cards and what I'm seeing pulled and the energy exchange and the positive stuff and trying to get through the negativity. And the card that popped out was the Six of Wands, which to me is energy and movement and, you know, good things coming. Oh, look at that. Ten of Cups. Of course, good things coming. And underneath. Ooh. All right. I'm sorry, I've had this awful cough. It just comes up during the night, and I'm doing this tonight. So we talked about loyalty and removing negative energy with the first two cards. So we have the Prince of Wands, and then we have the Nine of Swords, and then we have the Five of Wands. So with the negative thinking and worrying about people being loyal to you, your fears, the Nine of Swords is all fear based. It's all in your head. It's all in your head, right? The crane it's on top of her head. It's not anywhere but in your head. It's what you're holding on to, what you're thinking. You need to remove that negative energy by placing it with something positive. So if you have been through trauma in your life and it's really hard to think positive because of the trauma, you keep reliving the trauma, it's hard to get out of that negative energy. But you can do it. There are books, there's meditation. You can always call me. I'm a mentor. But this is saying you have a lot of fears. And the fear could just be you're up at night and this person's in bed, laying in bed, and just worrying about or just going over the hurts in their minds and can't get past it. And, Reiki is great for that. So if you ever want to make an appointment with me, just go on into Enlightenment, or you can Facebook me, because I work with this. I've worked through my own traumas, So, and I'm a Reiki master, and we can get down to some emotion if you're ready, or, you know, mental blocks, but it's great for that. And then we have the Five of Wands, which is, you know, competition. It's like, worrying about, up all night worrying about not being good enough. Competition is like, you know, somebody's either going to get something from you, want something from you, you don't feel good enough, that you feel like you have to be one up on them because it's a competition. There has to be a winner. And that's an old belief system. And then we have the Prince of Wands, which is he's like, or she's like, he or she's like, has mastered some movement in their life. And this is a young person, so they can instigate things. So maybe you have somebody that triggers these fears and competition in your life, and they can be an instigator. And they don't do it on purpose, but they can come in really fast and create havoc and then come back out. And their backs kind of turn to the person because they're an instigator. So you might be dealing with somebody like that this month. And then we have for change in consciousness and prosperity, we have the Nine of Discs, which is a culmination of all these great things. And then we have the Three of Swords, and then we have the Two of Cups. So what this is telling me is your intuition and the change in your consciousness had to be about working through these hurts. And this is like real heartache. You've had to really work on changing your thoughts, your consciousness, you're raising your vibration, you know, and looking beyond a broken heart. You know, this is like an eclipse of the heart. And to me, you could still be carrying around this hurt with you, and that's why they're saying change in your consciousness. You know, wake up a little bit more in your third eye, because if you do, and when you do, there's always an accumulation of finances. You know, accumulation of love, accumulation of your consciousness, and accumulation of prosperity and intuition. If you can, you know, get past this negative thinking, and why that's there is you've had the broken heart. It's telling me that's why you have these negative thought patterns. Someone's hurt you deeply. And then, you know, under that we have, through all this, you have the Two of Cups, which is finding union within yourself, finding balance within yourself. It can also mean that if you overcome these, you can have a wonderful new relationship and partner. So it's up to you what you're working on, inner self, or you're looking to get another partner because you've worked on some real heartache. And then for your observation and meditation, which is part of what we need to observe ourselves and our surroundings more, and how we do that, we go into ourselves and learn some meditation, deep breathing, a little stretching, We do our power stance. We have the 10 of Cups harmony. We have the 5 of discs. And then we have the 10 of Swords. So this is telling me that it's done. The 10 of Swords is done. You've gone through it. You now have the 10 of Cups, which is harmony. You've had worries about your finances. You've worried about your finances also along with these because they're discs and cups. And then you also have the despair around your finances and the despair around your broken heart. And it's done. It's come to an end because we also have the 10 of Cups, which is harmony. So that's really good. And what's underlying and fueling all of this, of course, is our connectionness to each other, exchange of beautiful energy through our hearts, right? And then we have the Prince of Cups, which is, again, look at, he's meditating, go inward, introspection, take a good deep look at ourselves. Well, this is for the month of August for our air signs, and I will see you back once a week for our weeklies for all signs, zodiac signs and elemental signs. If no one has told you they love you today, I love you. Be blessed.